What up? It's Chris from LaserLemming.com and EA, Electronic Arts. You might have heard of them. They are creating and releasing games like Mirror's Edge Catalyst, aka Mirror's Edge 2, and Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, the DLC, Season Pass, blah blah blah. Anyway, they also are the publishers of games like Madden and FIFA and once upon a time some basketball games that have really fallen from grace. Anyway, EA and Nintendo. This is a relationship that's been rocky at best. Now, I want to rewind your brain a little bit to about 2011 when EA got on stage with Nintendo. Mr. EA and Mr. Nintendo got on stage, and Mr. EA, he said, "We have an unprecedented partnership coming with Nintendo." And they showed footage of games like Need for Speed and what was the game? Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 never came to the Wii U, and Need for Speed did. It was late, so it sold poorly, and it was a very good port. Supposedly, I haven't played that version. I did play the PS3 version. It was pretty good. Anyway, I digress. EA is they didn't support Nintendo so much after the Wii U's launch. And when I say they didn't support it so much, I mean they didn't support it at all. After the first 6 months or so, EA just quit it cold turkey. And we don't know what exactly happened behind the scenes, but it wasn't good. So, what's rumored through Nintendo Life and their boy what's his name? Liam Robertson, who I guess has a history of doing well or reporting some things that actually end up happening. He's saying that EA and Nintendo were talking because, the NX, Nintendo's next system, is coming out soon, supposedly at the end of this year. And so EA is talking with Nintendo, and it's more specifically EA's sports arm. So EA Sports is talking to Nintendo, and they're saying, look, we are not going to beat around the bush here. We don't have a great relationship with you right now. We obviously haven't been releasing games with you, despite promising an unprecedented partnership. Obviously, something went wrong there. And so, if you want us to support the NX, here's our laundry list of demands. And they pretty much are being very blunt with Nintendo, according to the source. They said they have multiple meetings lined up with Nintendo for March, next month. And they're going to go over things like how much money Nintendo spends on getting a sports market. Because I agree with EA to a certain extent here. They're saying that, you don't have a sports market on your Nintendo platforms, and that's because you don't act like you care about sports. And a lot of Nintendo fans don't care about sports, but a lot of Wii U owners, more specifically, don't care about sports. But you got to also remember there are not a lot of Wii U owners. So the Wii U user base is a lot smaller than the Wii user base. The Wii was huge, remember that. So a sports game on the Wii was going to sell a lot better than a sports game on the Wii U from the jump. So taking that in mind, Nintendo still hasn't spent a lot of money catering to sports fanatics. Now, granted, Wii Sports is probably the best-selling game of all time, but it's not a game that caters to sports fanatics. It actually caters much, much more to casual gamers who often aren't really that interested in sports. So, I'm digressing. Let me digress. EA wants Nintendo to spend money like Microsoft and Sony spend money, according to this rumor. I repeat, according to this rumor, EA wants Nintendo to spend more dollars. They want advertising playing during football games, basketball games, baseball games. They want Nintendo to have all of the sports apps that Sony and Microsoft have. They want MLB.TV. They want the WWE's bullshit app. They want NFL Red Zone. They want whatever is out there to be available on the NX. They want Nintendo to try to cultivate a sports audience on their systems. And while EA might be kind of bold and dickish, you gotta admit Nintendo has not tried very hard to cultivate Western audiences, and more specifically in EA's case, sports Western audience, sports interested, sports minded Western audiences at all. So this is them being bullish on this. There's also one more thing that they supposedly are going to be proposing to Nintendo if they haven't already, which is boxed bundles. They want Nintendo, according to the rumor, to release NX systems bundled with EA Sports games like Madden. Now, if you actually think about the modern Nintendo gamer, you do not think that they're going to rush out to buy a new piece of Nintendo hardware bundled with Madden or FIFA or whatever sports game they got coming out at that moment. But EA wants their games to sell, of course. And maybe, perhaps, possibly, a new piece of hardware that is graphically powerhouse, or graphically and technologically more superior than, say, the PlayStation 4, which the NX is rumored to be. And it comes with the latest version of Madden, so you have the ultimate port, the ultimate console port on Nintendo hardware. It might grab some people. It might get some attention. I don't think it's going to get the huge numbers, of course, that the PS4 and Xbox One versions are going to get, because, like it's been stated, Nintendo has not really tried to go after that audience for the last decade or so. So it's going to be tough for Nintendo. It's going to be a long road ahead. But I do think these are the kind of steps Nintendo needs to make in order to try to get not just sports gamers back, but just Western third parties in general. If you can get everybody, why not? Why not try harder? So that's what's going on according to this Nintendo Life rumor. Liam Robertson, that's what he's saying. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about Nintendo actually listening to what third-party developers are saying? Let me know. Subscribe for more if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.